Okay, good morning. This video is just going to be a short one. I'm just going to do some before and after shots cleaning this place up, because now that I finished that hoist I want to get back into Dion's shredder, and this is the mess that we have here at the moment. Unbelievable. There's the broom, been cleaning up a little bit, but I want to clean up, I want to get all this swarf out, pack all this stuff away, clean up the mill, pack everything away. Yeah, just clean up the swarf on the floor. So yeah, so I can tidy things up and just, you know, like this rat's nest down here of offcuts. Some of that stuff can go outside. That's going out. That rubbish there's going out. That stuff where I pulled diffs apart and don't need that stuff anymore, they can go. So clean that up and I'll show you out at the carport. That's where the big girl sleeps, in there. So, yeah. Poor old Grumpy's been thrown aside. It's getting a bit dirty too. Yeah, so I'm going to clean this up. I might do an intermediate and then a finished one. So, just, I'll bring you back when I've done some cleaning. I'm going to start on that bench, clean everything up there first, and then go from there.
5 minutes later.
Alright, one corner done. Tidy up there a little bit. Tied up all me cutting discs and flap wheels that I had there. Threw a heap of them out because they were no good. Took me pipe notch off because I've never used it. It's only gets in the way. It makes it hard to get in and out, get the stuff out for the welder. So I'm going to put it away somewhere. I might even flog it off to somebody for 50 bucks with the drill. See how we go. So now I'm going to start here and do this little section just here. Table, that crap that was under the table that I knocked off. So I'm going to get rid of everything in there. Just going to put it out the back with that stuff. And then I'll stack it out the back of the rest of my shit. So I'll go and I'll tidy up this little area. I'll do all around here and my powder coater. Righto, that's all done. Cleaned up. I've got to find somewhere to put those, but I'll do that later. They can go outside. Tidied all that up, swept the floor, put my pipe notcher down in there. So now I'm going to go across here. I'm going to get that compressor out because it's no good to me. I've got no room to put it. It'd be good if I could motivate myself enough to wire it up, but it'd be a good little compressor once it's wired, but I've got nowhere to put it because I bought the new lathe and it's taking up all my space. So let me clean up from the saw down there. Alright, got that bit done. I was going to go through that with all my offcuts, but it's going to take way longer than I want to put into it today. Some can be thrown out, some I want to keep. Even some of the smaller, chunkier bits, like stuff I usually put up here, come in handy for something, you know, like even that little bit there might come in handy for something. So, and large bolts and shit like that I can cut up and use. So I'm just going to leave that for now. Just got to pick up that rubbish that I swept from down here. So what I'm going to do is start cleaning this, but I've got to find something to put the swarf in because I've already got 2 buckets full and I've got a heap on the floor and on the mill I've got to get out, plus that in there. And I'm pretty sure the spare bin we had is full, that I got swarf out of here once before. Oh, when I was machining all those plates and the shaft and the discs and shit like that. If you go back a few episodes, you'll see them. But and I'm going to get when I'm finished, I'm going to go and get the vacuum cleaner, and vacuum in bits where I couldn't reach. I've been blowing all the dust down off the top of everything, and so it's coming there. It's coming good. It's coming there. That's what she said. No, it's coming good slowly. My chairs. At one stage, I couldn't even work out where I left my friggin' stool. I had something on top of it. So yeah, I had about half a dozen things stacked on top of that. So it's getting there. This needs cleaning out too, but that's going to take a day on its own. So, but that's a lot tidier, much tidier. So let me clean this bit up here, and then we'll come back. All right, all clean. Look at that. Cleaned up as much as I could. I've got those buckets there, but I'm gonna have to get rid of them. Oh, pasties here. Hang on.
A few moments later.
Okay, where was I? Cleaning up. So the only thing I want to try and do is cover that. I didn't have enough timber to put doors on, but it gets full of swarf. So I want to be able to put stuff in there and keep the swarf out of it. A little bit of sheet metal there, I'm not sure. It can't really make doors out of it, it's too thin, but I might just put a slot in there, just fold it over so I can just lift it and drop it in. Even if it just covers that top bit. The bottom doesn't matter so much, but just that top bit there, I don't want to get it full of swarf. So might do something with that, and then I'll go and clean out the carport. Hang about. Alright, got that sorted. That's what I come up with, and that will do. I mean, you still might get a little bit in through that hole, but that's fine. So it's just a matter of lifting it out. And back in. There we go. That'll do the job I needed to do. Although what I did do, you won't be able to see it properly, but I burnt the tip of my finger when I was cutting the holes out. You know, I did the right thing. I had earplugs in, but didn't have gloves on, and when I cut through one of them, it lifted it up a bit, so I went to push it down, and you dickhead. Anyway, you learn the hard way, and I learned the hard way. So this is the workshop / garage finished, and you'd have to agree it's about 10,000% better than what it was. So probably tomorrow I'll get the electric hoist out here, lift that gearbox out, sit it on there, sit the two rolls on there and get a measurement, so I've got to work out what I've got to cut out for the base to mount everything up. So once we get that mounted, it's going to go a lot quicker. And I come up with a plan to drive this. I was going to try and get two big gears, but they're frightfully expensive on the other end, on the small end, on these ends here. To transfer the drive, so it turns the other one. I'll draw something up on a piece of paper shortly and show you what I'm thinking about doing, which is probably going to be cheaper in the long term. But I'll go and do the carport, get it finished, and I'll come back. Righto, all done, packed up. Anyway, we've got the hoist in. For now, that's where it's going to have to be parked, unless I'm seriously thinking about modifying the setup out here. I was thinking I might turn that press sideways, take that off and move that down, and I can put the hoist in there. Something like that. Because as it is, I've got to pull that saw out when I use it, that's fine. It doesn't take much to push it back into place. Just so I can try and get this over that way a little bit further. Which means I have to sort that, which is fine. I can find somewhere else for that. I might even put that linisher here, just move my paper towel holder, move some of that shit and bolt it there. That I only ever use if I need the wire wheel, so I'll take it off the wall and just might even just put it some way, put it away, and then I can just clamp it to the bench if I want a wire wheel or something. Yeah, anyway, I'll sort that out later, but that's it, all done. So, you know, thanks for hanging out, those that watch to the end. I know some of you do, and I do appreciate that, and I thank you very much. For my faithful subscribers, still fairly stagnant at the moment, numbers aren't growing, but that's not what I'm here for anymore. Before I was worried a little bit about how I was going to grow my channel bigger, but I'm just going to do the way I do it, and if people like it, they'll subscribe. If they don't, they won't. You know, I can't please everyone. I do this more for my own benefit than for anything else, so, you know, so be it. When I do finally manage to get to 1,000, I might do something special and, I don't know, like the usual, give away something, or make something and give it away. I've got that much stuff under the bench there. I can make a couple of clocks, a couple of little statues, things like that, metal art, but no, that's not going to be well and truly till after I finish this shredder. So, Big D, she's coming, mate. I will get there. Oh, hang on, I was going to draw a picture. Give me a sec. No, I realised I can't draw for shit. I'll do something on the computer, and I'll add the picture right here. And this is how I'm looking to drive it. And I think it's going to be a lot easier in the long run. It's going to have to buy some more chain and some more sprockets, but I think it's going to be a lot more secure than having to drive gears, because I'm worried about gears breaking. The only ones you can seem to get are the ones that come in from China, and I don't trust them as far as I can kick them. So I'm going to probably go with this chain drive idea. And I saw it on somebody on YouTube was building a little shredder just for cans. It was a little, and it was powered by a drill, electric drill. So, you know, he wasn't doing much. But this is going to have, you know, 4 horsepower of force through it. And I know Big D's going to be munching some shit with it, so we want to make sure it doesn't break on him. And I think this chain drive is going to work better than anything else. And those 2 sprockets, those 2 spindles on the end there, are going to be more than strong enough there. 30 mil at the moment. I might have to turn them down a little bit, because I know one of them is out, and that's how bad that other lathe was. All done in the 3-jaw chuck, all drilled in the 3-jaw chuck, but one of them's running out. So I might knock that down to say 28. I'll see what size taper locks I can get, because I'll be all taper locks. So I'll do what I'll need is 3 sprockets. Yeah, I should get 3 or maybe 4, but only need little ones. So, but I'm going to work that out. But I'll show you what I mean when I do my drawing. Anyway, that's going to do it. I know it might be a very long video, and it's just a lot of me waffling on, talking shit as usual. So thanks for hanging around, and as I said, for those of you who do hang around and watch till the end, thank you. I do appreciate it. But until the next time, stay safe. Peace.